Go look up the definition. You know, I'll look up the definition of an opinion right now, just so we can be clear on what that actually is. A view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. Thank you. Thank you, Google. You've done well today. Hey guys, so this is katizzzleTALK number 6, I think. Should probably check that. And this is on the freedom of speech. And you'll notice that it's in quotes. It's in quotes for a reason. Before I get started with this video though, let me just give a little disclaimer here. I am incredibly grateful to have the freedom of speech. As an American citizen here, I can say pretty much whatever I want, whenever I want, wherever I want, at any given time. Alright, that's redundant. But you know, without punishment. And I'm very grateful for that because I know that there are places where you can't, whether it's because you're a child, whether it's because you're a woman, there's oppression and all that stuff, even on things that you just want to say or to even share with someone else. So I am, again, very grateful for the fact that I have the freedom of speech. The problem is, because we have this lovely freedom, people tend to think that it means that you should use it all the time. Now, everyone's entitled to their opinions. I am very aware of that fact. I say it all the time. I speak from my opinion and I don't expect you to agree with me. If you do, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. But, you know, we're all entitled to them, but that doesn't mean that you have to voice them. And I'm not saying that I want you guys to not say what you want on my videos, because that's not what I'm trying to say at all. It's when people say things that have nothing to do with the content of something, that have nothing to do with, you know, constructive criticism. It's just stupid people saying stupid things for the sake of no reason. I have a big issue with this because I've noticed, you know, most of you already know, some of you actually don't, which is kind of weird to me because this is my second channel, at least I've always thought of it that way. I have two channels. My main channel, my first one that I've had for over 3 years, is beauty and fashion based. Now my, you know, demographic of viewers, you know, it's mainly female, like almost all female, generally teenagers or young adults. Whereas on this channel, there's actually a very big proportion that's male. And that's the only real difference between the two channels as far as my viewers go. And that has made the biggest difference in the types of comments that I get. Now, I'm not saying that guys are the only ones who say stupid stuff and who say unnecessary things that I really don't care about. But it's almost always a guy. It's almost always an older man or a younger, stupid, idiotic man who thinks that he is, you know, the brightest of the bunch and needs to share his wisdom. What drives me crazy is that everybody, not everybody, but these types of people, their excuse for saying these things, for spreading really negative things, for trolling channels, for going on, you know, insulting people for no apparent reason, their reason is, well, I have the freedom of speech, or, well, it's the internet, they should be strong enough to handle it. Are you a moron? Like, were you born yesterday? Because when did you realize that it was the internet? You know, like, I think it's been around for a while. It's the internet should not be an excuse for you to say whatever you want. The anonymity, I always struggle with this word. The anonymity of the internet gives people this courage that they don't have in person to go out and say these just ignorant things to whoever they want. And you know, I've gotten plenty actually now of hate comments, of, you know, insults or whatever on this channel. I've gotten maybe one in my entire YouTube lifetime on my other channel, but this one I get them almost every day now. They don't insult me. You know, my feelings aren't hurt by them, but they annoy the crap out of me because I don't understand the thinking that goes through someone's head when they type out these comments. When they're typing these things out, like, I'm sure they feel that they're, you know, being very insightful and, you know, wow, this is really going to change her mind about something. When they press enter, like, what do they expect from that? I mean, there's no benefit for anyone. I'm sure they don't feel better after saying it because they usually sound stupid anyway. And I sure don't feel better about it because I'm like, really? Really? Especially when most of the insults, there's incorrect grammar, there are spelling errors, and as, you know, grammar Nazi, if you will, I'm like, go back to school. This is not effective. No. My biggest issue with that, though, is that I know that they're saying these types of things to other people, younger girls who are, you know, just starting out, who are trying to, you know, make a name for themselves, who are actually going to be affected by these, who are going to be hurt by them, who are going to take them to heart. That bothers me more than anything because, you know, they don't bother me, but I know that they're bothering someone else. And that's just so completely unnecessary. Allison Loves JB was talking about this in her last update video, and as she was talking about this, I was like, oh my god, this has been something that's been bothering me for months and months now because I don't understand where people get off thinking that what they have to say needs to be said, especially if there's no like content. It's just, there's no reason, like none, zero reason. I literally don't understand why people say things that they do. Now this is mainly like, you know, dumb guy comments, right? But there are actually some girls who do this too. Actually, I've noticed girls like to be right. Now, that may be a stereotype, but as far as the types of comments that I get from certain females, they like to be right. Now, as I said, I don't expect you to agree with my opinions because we're all entitled to our own opinions. But do not try to correct my opinion. You cannot correct an opinion. You cannot just say that right now. You can't do that. An opinion is not a fact. If I said a fact that was wrong, you know, I rarely say facts. I speak from experience, so, you know, I can't ever say things for certain because they're generally my opinions. You cannot correct an opinion because it's an opinion. It's not a fact. It doesn't come from a set of data. I didn't, you know, do some analysis and research on this specific topic. I was on Twitter the other day and Traffic, aka Tim DeLaGhetto, I'm sure you guys have all seen at least a couple videos from him at some point in time, but he tweeted, "I'm always open to other people's opinions, but I hate when people argue their opinions as fact. Like, we disagree, why are you mad?" That is like the epitome of my thoughts right there. Why do people get mad when you know, we don't agree? What happened to agreeing to disagree? In fact, whenever these girls get into these like debates with me, first of all, why has this become a debate? They like literally pick apart like my explanation for something. They're like, well, you said this, but, and then you said this, but. I'm like, oh my god, I don't care. I don't care. Like, that's fine. You want? That's fine. That's fine. Like, disagree. Like, we disagree. But can we agree to disagree? I even said that, I think, a couple times. I was like, okay, like, can we, like, we agree to disagree. Thank you for your input. Have a nice day, or whatever. And then they're like, yeah, but, and they keep going. I'm like, no, this was over. I lost interest in this after, like, the first comment you left. Like, please, just stop now. This is not okay with me. Freaking freedom of speech. These people are assuming that I want to hear what they have to say about these things, and quite frankly, I don't always want to hear them. And I know, okay, wait. I don't want you guys to think, you as my loyal subscribers and viewers, that I don't want you to comment. Comments are my favorite thing about YouTube. I love hearing what you guys have to say. But, you know, the people who leave these types of things are not subscribed to me. They are just people who randomly have come across my videos. You know, the ones that have a bit more views that kind of pop up as, like, related things. So, you know, they're the ones who do this sort of thing. But I just wanted to talk about this because seriously, it has been driving me up the frickin' wall for the past few months, and I felt the need to express my feelings. I also had an 8 a.m. midterm today, and I had 0 sleep, so maybe that's also why I'm feeling a little bit more ballsy today. I don't know. Now before I go, I'm sure people are gonna be like, well, aren't these videos just you expressing your opinions? Yes, they are, but first of all, I address them as such. I give disclaimers at the beginning of a lot of my videos, but I feel like a lot of them are unspoken. You guys should understand that these are my opinions, these are from my experiences and whatnot. And also, if you don't agree with me, if you don't like what I have to say, don't watch my videos. I don't have a problem with that. If you don't like me, if you don't like what I'm saying, if you don't like the shirt that I'm wearing, feel free to X out, because I really, I won't be offended, It's all good. Okay, that's all I have to say for today. I'm gonna go now, and, I think I'm gonna go eat some carrots or something. It's really random, but I've actually been eating a lot of carrots. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you guys somewhat understood my point of this video, because I don't think I did. Okay, bye!